Hey y'all, it's Jay.
What's good, everybody? And I'm Zell.
And this is M3, where we talk about everything marriage, motivation, money, and more.
Yes. We took a bit of a hiatus because of life. We're back. We're back now with some new episodes. Tune in because you're going to enjoy the ride. Jay, what you got for today? Let's talk about it. Oh, disclaimer. Go for it. The views and opinions expressed
are ours and ours alone,
and not those of us being therapists, because we're not therapists. We're not psychiatrists or psychologists. We're not mental health specialists or professionals. We're just sharing what we go through in life, and hopefully what we go through can assist you in a little bit in any way, form, or fashion. If you could take any nuggets that we give you and use them to your advantage, great. Otherwise, if you don't like anything that we're sharing, feed it to the dog.
Don't click on our face.
You clicked on our face, right? Yo.
That part.
Let's get to it. What you got? She don't know what we got.
I'm happy to be back in the building.
She happy to be back. Yo, I'm happy to be back as well. It's been quite a few weeks since we were on last. A lot of things have happened in the world. A lot of things have happened in our lives. I'm sure a lot of things have happened in your lives as well. So now this is kind of like a freestyle episode. So I know we got some topics, but otherwise we just gonna top of the dome, dropping a freestyle in a cipher. Yeah. What you got? Go ahead. Go for it, wife.
I cannot be a part of a cipher.
You can.
I don't have rhymes all the time.
Yo, you can.
On a dime.
See?
No.
She spilled lyrics so you can hear it, so you can feel it. Don't fear it. Come near it. Anyway, so look, let's talk about some things, right? First off, some of the big things that have happened lately are what?
What has happened?
Let me tell you what I've been doing real quick, and then let's share. Because my wife watches a lot of podcasts, right? I've been watching podcasts, right? So she's a podcast watcher, and we're doing a podcast. But I started watching a podcast. I started watching.
Obsessed with.
I'm a shout them out. Talkville.
Obsessed with.
Look, Talkville. If you ever watch Smallville, ever, if you were a fan of Smallville, they have a Smallville podcast. The podcast has the two main actors that were on the show, Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor, and Tom Welling, who played Clark Kent. They are on a show and they talk about episodes of Smallville. They start from the pilot episode and they're going each episode, chronologically in order. And they give a lot of behind the scenes information, a lot of tidbit information, how they do stunts, how they do certain acting, like how they get into character to do, certain acting scenes. Mm-hmm. They talk about camera tricks, camera angles. They talk about life. They talk about how hard it is to book roles as an actor. They talk about how stunt performers make their jobs easier. It's dope, man. Like, it's really insightful. I'm trying to get her to watch it, but she's not on board. So
I think I've watched 2, maybe 3 episodes of Smallville itself. No.
Smallville is dope. Still, and I'm watching the episodes with them. It's amazing.
He's watching them over because he got the box set. For those who don't know, Smallville has been off the air for a long time. Very long time. He has the box set. They probably don't even make box sets no more. I don't know.
They do. I was just at what's the place? Walmart. And they got like box sets of DVDs.
Uh-huh.
They do.
Uh-huh.
It's also on Hulu. So if you got Hulu, check out Smallville. Boom. That's what I've been doing. What you been doing?
I mean, if you want to watch a superhero daytime soap opera, then it's for you. No hate, because I think it's a very good show. Soap operas have been around for ages, and there's nothing wrong with it. All I'm saying. Woo!
Tell the people what you've been doing.
I've been working. That's it. That's all. Oh, you know what? I have been watching some podcasts. I don't know if you guys are aware. And Egypt Sherrod and Mike Jackson, they have a podcast, a marriage podcast that's really good. And then if you guys don't know, Kev and Melissa have a podcast, Marriage Be Hard. And then they, they break off and do their own little things. But those podcasts be good too. Y'all should check them out. After y'all check out ours, of course, then you can go and check out theirs.
Vlad TV. You watch Vlad? Vlad TV. Check out some of the episodes of Vlad. Vlad has a lot of great episodes with a lot of really good interviews. So check out Vlad. Check out Talkville. Check out, what'd you say?
Marriage Be Hard and Marriage and Money is the Egypt and Mike show. And then Marriage Be Hard is Melissa and Kev. That's Kev on stage. If y'all into stuff like that. But check out ours first. And then go check out theirs. We trying to build our audience up. We trying to build it up. Okay.
By being consistent, right?
That part.
Because even if you can't stay motivated, stay consistent.
That's it.
We talk about that, right? But life kind of...
Sometimes you need to take a break.
Takes a hard turn.
Take a break.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do
sometimes. You can't freestyle, but you gonna sing.
That wasn't a song. That was like, in choir rehearsal when they say this note, and you be like, do, re, so they can see where you fall. If you're an alto, soprano, what's the other one? There's like 3 of them. Tenor. He didn't even want to help me, and he supposed to be in the choir.
Yeah, well, for the man, you got first tenor, second tenor, baritone, bass.
I'm talking about the standard. Talking about no men's choir. I'm talking about standard choirs. Alto, soprano, tenors. I think that's 3.
First tenor, second tenor, baritone,
we ain't
bass.
talking about all that. That's what I did. I didn't sing a song. That ain't my ministry.
Let's run it back and watch it sing.
You don't need to run it back. I just did a note. That's all. That's all. Just because your family might have singers in it, don't mean you was blessed with that gift. That ain't my gift. It's not it. Okay?
Let me shift gears. Let's talk about standing people up.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. Have you ever been stood up on a date?
Not even a date. I guess that would still be a date.
It is a date.
I guess that still would be a date. Not person. I mean, we can generalize it and say like a date. Like if you meet somebody and y'all supposed to go out, then okay, a date. Or if you want to go on like a couple's date and the other person stand you up.
Or going out with a friend.
Or going out with friends.
Yeah, going out with friends. And one person doesn't show up.
Stands up the other person.
Yeah, they had no show.
How do you feel? Are you in your feelings about it? Do you think it's wrong? Do you think it's right? Do you think, things happen? Even if you don't, let's say you call to say, hey, I'm not going to make it. But it's like,
I just called to say I love you.
And we talk about people singing. Okay. But if you call them, let's say me and you, we were scheduled to go somewhere.
You and I.
we're scheduled to go somewhere. And then I'll be like, oh man, I forgot, to myself, you know. But then I call you and be like, man, I ain't gonna make it. Is that like a stand up? Is you cool with that? But you calling like at the time y'all supposed to be there.
So the person is probably already at the place that you're supposed to meet.
Or en route to the place. Because let's say we're supposed to meet at 1 o'clock. And it's 12:40. And it's going to take you a good 45 minutes to get there. But they call you and be like, hey, I'm on my way, or I'm here already. Just let me know when you get here, because I'll be waiting. Because, you know, restaurants, I don't want to let you in if your whole party ain't there. You know, it's a big thing. And you be like, oh, I ain't coming.
You can't tell people how to feel. They could be upset.
How do you feel?
They could be upset about it, right? They could. They could be understanding about it. It depends. It probably depends on the reason why you standing them up. Because really, you still standing them up.
Yeah, you are.
Right? The one thing we can't get back is time. Time is valuable. Time is precious. Time, in my opinion, is our most valuable commodity. Like it's something that's irreplaceable. The time we spend, thank you for the time you're spending with us, right? Because you could be doing anything. You could be anywhere.
You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us tonight.
You're here with us, spending time with us. Thank you. It could be today. It could be tonight. I don't know when you're watching it. So whenever you're watching it, thank you for your time, right? But we can't replace that. You can get more money. You can replace money. Things. You can replace things. You can't replace time. The time that you spend doing stuff, you can't get that time back. The time you spend on an application for a job for like 35, 45 minutes and you don't get the job, guess what? You don't get the time back. The time you spend on an interview, if you go on an interview and you don't get the job, you don't get the time back. Forget about it. That's just time you wasted. Getting ready, going there, being there, waiting. You don't get that time back. Whatever it is, you don't get that time back. So no matter, I think if it's a date for, like a couple date, you're going out as a couple, somebody invited I invite you out to a date, she doesn't show up, I'm going to feel some type of way. Like, man, she could have told me she didn't want to go out with me. Whatever. I'm deleting her number. Delete. Don't call me. Don't reach out to me. Don't nothing. You're wasting my time.
It could have been like an accident.
It better be a good reason to stand me up. Or vice versa.
You already deleting their number.
I could delete. I could stand her up. If I stand her up, she gonna be like, "What? How you gonna feel?"
I'm be like, "So, tell me what happened." With that compassion.
It could be a couple's date, right? Let's say the two of us.
I was trying to be serious.
Go out with another couple and they stand us up.
Which has happened.
It's happened, right?
Which has happened.
It has happened before, right? You get stood up. You're like, we're not going out with them again. We're just not. That's because it wasn't even a good reason. Was it a good reason?
It wasn't.
It wasn't. But we were already at the place and they
invited us to the place.
They invited us out and stood us up. What? Who does that? Who does that? You go out, you trying to go out romantically with somebody, you invite them out to a place, they get there, and you don't show up. Guess what? You're probably not going out on a date again with that person. Probably not. They got to be super understanding to go out with you again. Or how about with friends? Go out with friends, group of your girlfriends. Hey, girls' night out. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night.
Which has happened.
Yeah, it's ladies' night, right? They going out. And they get stood up. So it's like, how many of y'all go out normally? 3, 4, 5, 6?
It's usually about 6.
About 6. Okay.
Yeah, it's usually about 6.
So out of 6, how many usually make it?
Usually everybody make it.
Okay.
Yeah, usually everybody make it. People be late, straggling on in there. But, majority of our party be there so we can be seated.
That's good. The important thing is, if you can't make it,
at least let the person know.
Say you can't make it. Like, say it before they get there. Say it before they on their way.
Unless you don't forget and you got your dates mixed up and you thinking it's a different date.
A week away.
Yeah, and you know, here's the thing. You know, life be lifing. Life be lifing. And, you know, we just started May, like yesterday.
Man.
And it's already the end of May.
May is
like,
over.
What happened to the second week of May?
What happened to January?
I mean, it came and you went to sleep and look, it's almost over. I don't know. This didn't happen when we was younger.
No, they say when you get older, your brain doesn't process time the same way.
It can't.
It's not processing time as accurately as it did when you were younger. When you were younger, you're in school, you're like, oh my God, it's taking all day.
Because May just got here.
For real.
I swear
it takes all day when you're young.
May just got here. And May about to be over next week. Is it next week? We got the next. See what I'm saying?
Don't date it because how long is it going to take you to edit this episode?
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Thanksgiving.
So whenever y'all get this, it's going to apply, okay?
How is there not a Thanksgiving song? Thanksgiving is a big event, and there's no Thanksgiving songs.
They do got that one turkey song, don't they? Ain't it a turkey?
A turkey song. Like, wah, wah, wah.
I mean, I guess it's no popular song, but don't. Oh no, that's the Oscar Mayer song. Not a turkey at all.
There's no.
I thought they have. They got like that Christopher Columbus song.
No, they go straight to playing. Well,
yeah, they go straight to Christmas. Christmas is my holiday.
I
don't mind. I don't mind because Christmas is my holiday.
No,
if y'all seeing this at Christmas time, I hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stop it. I wish joy, peace, and love to everybody. We off topic. We was talking about getting stood up.
Yeah. That's what we was talking about.
For the holidays.
Stood up for the holidays. I'm going to be over your house on Thanksgiving. And they don't show up till Christmas. You're like, wait a minute. I invited you over for Thanksgiving. You showed up on Christmas.
They didn't say what Thanksgiving they was going to come over. They just said they'd be over Thanksgiving.
They'd be over for the holidays. I'll be over for the holidays. Show up on New Year's. What?
Okay, we all talking. But being stood up, I mean, it depends on how you feel about it. It depends on if it was a situation that happened that caused you to not be there. Well, you know what? You could have just forgot. It's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay for the other person.
It is not.
It's not. Because they planned ahead and they got there. Or they're on their way there.
Because they was excited to hang out.
They was. And you slowpoked around and didn't plan properly and...
Or forgot.
Forgot.
Life be life.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that again. For those who know. Life be life. But I tell you what, don't let life. Don't forget them doctor's appointments because they schedule months out. You schedule an appointment back in January, you can't get into December. Baby, bye.
You either dead or it healed itself.
For real.
They're like, oh, you died before you got here.
You got to schedule your kids' physical for the following year when they start school.
For real. It's rough. It's rough out here in these streets.
I don't believe the doctor's that busy.
And then they only want to spend, 5 minutes with you? 10 minutes with you?
I think it's like 10 minutes that they got to.
They be like, boom, 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 boom.
They got to tell you everything that's
no
wrong
foreplay. They don't warm you up. They don't kiss you. They just get straight to it. Boom, we here. What's wrong with you? Okay. All right. Does this hurt? Does that hurt?
They had more openings when COVID was around.
Man, listen.
I mean, when the virus was around.
Is COVID still here? It is. People still catching COVID.
They do.
People still catching COVID. Now, they don't talk about the death numbers anymore in the news. They talking about other kind of deaths. If you're in the Chicago area,
the monkeypox is back. Or I don't know if the monkeypox left.
Monkeypox is back.
I heard it on news this
Yeah,
morning.
they call it the Mpox or something. M something. It's terrible.
They're talking about the monkeypox.
Look, listen. They're not talking about the deaths of COVID. They're talking about deaths from shootings. Everybody, put your guns down. Stop shooting. Stop. If you're mad at somebody, punch them. They'll punch you back. Quit shooting everybody. What are we doing? Quit robbing people at gunpoint. Let's stop it. Let's try to live. I want to live. I want to live to a ripe old age of whatever God got for me. I don't want to die in no gunfire. I don't want you to die in any gunfire. Let's stop shooting each other, people. Let's do better. Put our guns
Let's
down.
be in love with everybody. You know what? Like back in the day when they always used to smoke marijuanas
Marijuana.
or
Reefers.
reefers. When they used to smoke reefers. It wasn't marijuana. It was reefers.
It was the reefers.
Back in the what was that festival they had?
Woodstock.
Woodstock. Back they probably did killing then too.
I'm sure they did.
Cause they was high for like acid and stuff.
Yeah, LSD.
Don't worry about what I was going to say. It don't pertain. It don't pertain. Don't worry about it. It ain't pertaining to nothing.
Let's put down our guns. Let's stop shooting each other. Let's stop killing each other.
Please.
Let's love on each other. Let's do better.
Ridiculous.
Let's do better towards one another. Love your neighbor as yourself. Want for your neighbor what you want for yourself. Let's do better, people.
We miss out on community.
You
remember back in the day when you couldn't walk down the block without your neighbors being like, "Where you going?"
Yeah. Tell your mama I said hi.
But they tell your mama before you get to see your mama, okay,
that they saw you walking down the street and what you was doing.
I told her to tell you hi. Well, if you knew you was gonna tell my mama anyway, what'd you tell me to tell her for? You knew you was finna call and talk to her on the phone because you seen me walking down the street. But that's when
it was community.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody looking out for everybody.
Yeah, what they call it?
I'm
gonna say no child.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
It does. It takes a village. It does.
Back in the day, you had a village.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had a village.
You can't do it on your own.
Your kids can go nowhere.
Know your neighbors. Who are your neighbors? Who are the people?
Sometimes you don't want to know.
You know what? There used to be a song. Who are the people in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood. In your neighborhood, say who are the people in the neighborhood?
Was that Mr. Rogers?
The people that you meet each day. It was on Sesame Street.
Oh.
Because they wanted to know who are the people in your neighborhood. You know, like you know your neighbor. If you don't know your neighbor, introduce yourself to your neighbor. Hey neighbor, I see you.
We need to bring back the after school specials on TV.
Them kids too busy watching TikTok videos and stuff. If they put it on TikTok, maybe the kids will watch it. Oh, you know what? There's a state that's banning TikTok.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, they are. They're banning the new down law.
No, wait, Utah,
Oregon.
Something
like
one of them.
They're banning the new downloads of it. So they say if you already have it, it's okay.
Oh,
but
I
you
thought
can't
it was banning it in the workplace.
No, you can't. You can't download new ones. So you can get fined for downloading TikTok after.
Oh yeah, privacy thing did come up on my TikTok phone.
Yeah, they serious about it because they're saying that TikTok is giving information to China or China's using the information. I don't know.
What is America using?
I don't use TikTok. I don't taco. I don't tick. I don't tick and I don't talk. I don't know. It used to be what, Musical.ly?
It used to be Musical.ly.
I didn't Musical.ly either. I danced with Lonnie a couple times. Remember? Mm-hmm. And then you did with the 22.
But that was
it's a 45.
That was on TikTok.
It's a 22.
Music. Yeah. That was on TikTok though, not Musical.ly.
Well, it was the same thing though, right?
Yeah, because they moved.
I didn't do either one.
Took Musical.ly.
Yeah.
And made it TikTok.
Yeah.
So you can do the videos.
Watch yourself. Watch your videos. Protect your videos. Don't post nothing that you shouldn't be posting. Don't share stuff you shouldn't be sharing.
Let me tell you something. They talking about all this. America share enough of our business. Guaranteed. Be talking to somebody about something. Don't it pop up on your phone or in your Facebook feed? How they know what you were just talking about?
Your phone always listening to you.
All right.
If I talk
Alexa be listening too. Listen, but her nosy self.
If we talk about Domino's Pizza, watch a Domino's Pizza ad pop up on your phone because you're listening to us talk about it. Domino's not paying us, so let me not say Domino's because they're not paying us. It would be nice if we were. This part of this video has been sponsored to you by something.
You can support us on Anchor or Spotify. go on over and listen to us. So we got audio over there. You can go and support. We got donations set up.
Check that out.
Donate to the cause.
We can use it so we can keep this thing
on
going.
Anchor and Spotify. It will be listed below.
So we're going to use some of those things. So going forward, we're going to start trying to get some sponsors, some ads, and stuff like that. Kids hate ads. They like, I don't want to watch it because it got too many ads. Like when it comes to TV shows. Wait a minute. Disney have ads now. What? I was so excited about my Disney with no ads. And then all of a sudden.
Disney
dun,
Plus?
dun, dun. Yeah, Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus started popping up with ads. And I'm like, what are we doing here? They got to make their money.
They got to get paid. Don't nobody like commercials. Commercials used to be the jam back in the day. But
nobody wants to watch commercials.
Nobody wants to watch commercials. Oh, well.
Except on Super Bowl Sunday.
Well, yeah, some of those commercials be
Then
good.
they want to watch ads and commercials.
Some of them good. But, Okay, that is the end of our show. We are going to wrap this thing on up. Join us next Thursday as we
talk about some other stuff.
Bring you something else. You never know what you're gonna get. You might get who snore the loudest at night, but how would you know? Because you both sleep. That's interesting. Only one person can hear you snoring, so how do they know who snore the loudest unless you record yourself? Anyway, we off topic. Remember, guys, persistence brings forth transformation. Go out and choose to have a good day. Boom, it's his turn.
Yo, real quick, stay active, stay focused, stay safe. And even if you can't stay motivated, stay consistent. Love.